check. 1, 2. Yes, yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, a big greeting, a big hello to you tonight. So, tonight we're going to have a great night because we have a lot of new things to show you, to make you listen to them, and so on. So, be ready. So, I just played the first beat. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play the second one. So, uh, be ready for everything.
Krak Teminato.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was the second instrumental. I hope that you like it. And I'm going to take this opportunity to remind you that we are on the fifth edition of the Crack Terminator competition. So it's been a while. We have doing that. So we start in 2021 and we are on the fifth edition of the Crack Terminator competition. So we got four winners for the singing and rap competition and four winners for the dancing competition. It is two different category. So I received some questions about that. Even though you can see on the screen that I've written singing, rap, dancing, it is two different categories. So I group the singing and rap in the first group, but in the second group, for all those who like to dance, so I group them together. For the fifth edition, there's gonna be some changes. We're gonna play live with our participant. That's why it is very important to know those beats, to know what you want, what you like, and it's gonna be a little bit harder than before. You're gonna have only three chances. If you miss all those three chances, you're gonna be disqualified for the current edition of the Crack Terminator competition. You might be able to participate in the next one, but for the current one, you gonna be disqualified. So you have to get well prepared before coming to participate in this competition. So I assign a number to every beat so you can know very well the type, the kind, the rhythm that you like, the beat, the instrumental that you like. Okay, so you can choose it. You can go on the TikTok page and you can listen to it better. So if I just play the one that you like, maybe you wanted to listen to it one more time, two more times, and so on. You might go to the channel and you have to listen to the number that I assigned to every instrumental. It's gonna be easier for you like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and play the third instrumental, so pay attention to everything. So, but tonight I'm not to be able to pick anyone to try to sing or to rap because you have to push more this live stream because we are live on four platforms together on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So for now, we stop picking people to sing with us or to rap with us. So you have to push more the live stream to get more people to the live. And in the future, for the testing, we're gonna pick some people. But for now, you can. Okay, if you have some question, you can ask that in the comment section, and when I see them, I will reply. Okay.
Krak Teminato. Krak Teminato.
That was the beat 215. This is the number that I assigned to that beat, that instrumental. So if you want to try something on it, if you want to gonna write something down, you can take note. Beat 215. As I told you in the past, so we're gonna try to be more professional than ever. This is the reason why we try to play live with our participant, because in the future we're gonna organize a big event, a great event. We don't choose yet the country that we're gonna do it. So I can make people vote. I can choose. It will depend. So I don't know yet. Okay. This is the reason why I ask to all of you to share this live stream as much as possible to get a lot of subscribers, a lot of support, a lot of views, because we're gonna need a lot of big money. I don't say I'm gonna need money. I said I'm gonna need it a lot of big money, because when you have this project, when you have those purpose to organize a lot of great thing in the world, so you gonna spend a lot of money. So it is, if it is your first time that you join this live stream, you have to subscribe first, and second, share it as much as possible to everyone you can. It is very important to everyone know what we are doing in the greatest competition ever. every live stream, I have to remind you that you have to click on the screen every time. You have to hit the screen every time because it is like this on TikTok. So Facebook doesn't require that. YouTube either, Instagram either. But on TikTok, I have to remind you every time to hit the screen. So even though that you know that, so sometimes you stop doing that. And when you stop doing that, you know that I'm gonna start receiving some notification from TikTok that I have to ask the subscribers or the followers to like the live, to put more activities on the live, because if I don't do that, they're gonna stop the live stream. They're gonna end the live stream. So that is very, very important to do that. So every time we are live, even though that it was you, you would ask your participant to your live streaming to hit the screen every time to like, to send likes every time. You have to click on the screen every time to send likes. So if you don't do that, so uh the live will be end. Okay, now it is time to talk to you about some previous edition of this competition. So before that, it was about sending videos to me, and after that, I published them on my main platform that was YouTube. So nowadays, because of the evolution of the technology and videos and everything, the live stream and everything, so nowadays we have TikTok that our main platform. In the future, it might be Twitch because I can see that Twitch is very popular nowadays. So maybe in the future, we're gonna have Twitch as second platform and maybe first because a lot of people are on Twitch. They are a lot of gamers, a lot of musicians, a lot of people that have fun on Twitch. So if you never heard about Twitch, you might check it out to see what is going on Twitch. This is a good platform. So and things are a little bit easier on Twitch. Also, I have to let you know that. Uh, in those previous editions, so it was required to make your own video to send it to me, and after that I publish it on my main YouTube channel. So the one that achieved first 50,000 views might win the competition. So now things are gonna be different because you're gonna try to sing live with me. You have to well prepared to do that. So if you make too many mistakes, you're gonna disqualify for the current edition of this competition. So and it was about I think I've talked to you about the format, the video format, l- uh, the landscape mode. So I'm sorry. So I apologize because I have to fix something up. Okay. Okay, I've talked to you about the landscape mode. The landscape mode is the professional video format, and I had to explain every participant in this competition during the second, the third, and the fourth edition of this competition. They have to put their phone like it was laying down to make the video. Because if you don't do it like that, when you're about to play your video on a big screen or on TV, so you're gonna have only a short piece in the middle that you can see the video, and the full screen are not gonna fill in. So you, I have to take I had to take time to explain to all our participants those kind of thing because they didn't know anything about that. So that was very important. So we're gonna keep going the same way as you can see. So the scenes, everything look like professional, even though I use multiple cameras. You can see that everything is set up to the landscape mode, not only the portrait mode. So when you put the photo, it was standing up, that's the portrait mode. Okay, so but when you stand from that, it was laying down. So that mode is called a landscape. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. We have multiple cameras, several cameras, as you can see the scenes. Okay, you can see the first camera. So you see that a big screen and everything. So that this landscape mode. You can see the second camera and everything. You can see I mix them up. So as you can see, when I mix them up, I keep the landscape mode. Don't forget, I told you the landscape mode is the professional mode. So I'm gonna show you the third camera. You see the third camera, so I fix it up on the little keyboard. So as you can see, so when I play into this one, I can zoom it so you can see so every note I play and so on. So the fifth one, the fifth camera, you can see it. So you can see a little bit the little keyboard and the big keyboard. You can see both together, but with a zoom, you can see better which notes that I have played. So you see, even though I make changes, I always keep the landscape mode. So that is very important to understand. So uh even though for your YouTube video, for TikTok video, Facebook and so on, sometimes you have to make some videos as landscape mode because it is professional mode. So when you do your video like that, it is gonna be universal. Universal. Okay, your video can play anywhere. So that's why you can see every video that I have since 2021. I use the landscape mode because you can use it on phone and you can use it on TV, on a big screen, and everything. Okay, so it was very important to understand. So sometimes I had to make a little video to show those participants how to hold their phone just to make the video. So it was like that. So I understand. I had to be patient with those participants. Sometimes they didn't know anything about the professional level, about everything. So that's why I was patient with them. And sometimes, if they did the video, they made the video, and uh, they didn't respect the rules, so I had to ask them to remake the video. So I explained everything that they might change to make it professional. That is very important to understand. So we're gonna keep doing that the same way during the fifth edition of the Krak Terminator competition. So we're gonna do things like professional. I know that you might say to yourself that why things are harder day by day, but I have to improve everything also. If you compare the first edition of the Crack Terminator competition in 2021 to the one in 2024, you're gonna see there are a lot of big difference because you can see day by day, year by year, months by month, things are improving. You have to understand that. So the same way in the fifth edition of the Crack Terminator competition, so you're gonna do the same thing. Only the difference, you're gonna sing live. Okay. I asked some people if they want. So it was optional. If they want, they could place people uh behind them or around of them, so they can move together, they can dance together, something like that. As you can see a lot of great video like that. So for example, I might play one of those participants. So he made a great video. So that guy, so you're gonna let me show you.
What's up, people? I'm Chuck Barkley from West Africa, Liberia. I'm so happy to participate in Krak Teminato online competition. Thank you. One love. Alright? Chuck. Yeah. Yeah. For elle a pris de oversee, I pray that everyone. For finish love to sit in love, I pray that everyone. Don't instigate your fellow man. All I want, all I want. For elle a pris de oversee, I pray that everyone. For finish love to sit in love, I pray that everyone. Don't instigate your fellow man. All I want, all I want. Where I'm from, we eating chicken for breakfast, cabbage, chewing bitter cola, we eating dry when we're impossible pepper cara, never underestimate, but rather to motivate your brother than me. The struggle life is kind of second class, but changes can come tomorrow, doesn't matter who you are or where you from, you can make it, always keep your head up. Don't forget we from the trenches where life had I eat and worry, I do it for my country, stop criticism, no problem, put your head up. I want you to show some love, I want your understand my country, yeah, thing is tough. We fighting hard in the struggle, we don't deal with blood. I pray that one day we will rest or see Liberia and run that wall and fin and be waving flat. I pray that everyone, amen. Yeah, for all people overseas, I pray that everyone, for village life to city life, I pray that everyone, what, I pray that everyone.
Yeah, you see that I was right. So those guys, as you can see, he placed three people behind him so that they could dance and move with him. So it was very, very, very good. So a lot of other participants did that. So just to show you how professional. So I asked them to be. So I helped them. I taught them what to do. So now I'm gonna go ahead and play the next bit. So uh at the beginning of this live stream, so I didn't really explain some details about the beat. So I promise you that. So the rhythm, I can play any kind of rhythm, any kind of beat. It can be a rap, it can be classic, and then it can be reggaeton, it can be dancehall and everything. So when I start, I didn't really give you some details about those instrumentals. So now I'm gonna keep playing, but this one is gonna be a rap, 100% rap. It wasn't mixed up. Sometimes I mix them up. So for this one, it is 100% rap. So when it's gonna be about a beat that I mix something up, I will let you know that. Yes, that was 100% rap. So now I'm gonna go ahead play. The next beat is gonna be a set of reggaeton and rap.
Krak Teminato. Krak Teminato.
I hope that you liked it. Okay, now things are gonna be a little bit hot. I'm gonna go ahead and play the beat 9-6, the beat 9-6. told you that would have been very hard. Now I'm gonna play the beat 201. Beat 201.
Krak Teminato.
That was 100% rap. Now I'm gonna play some Caribbean with them. I think that I have talked to you about that already. And it almost time to end this live stream. So I don't know if I'm gonna play maybe one or two more instrumentals. It will depend. So now I keep playing. That was very, very interesting. But for this one, I need some comments. You have to tell what you have thought about that. Okay. That's it. That's it for tonight. We had a lot of fun. Maybe tomorrow, after tomorrow, I don't know. Uh, so never forget to subscribe all channels that we have, like the YouTube channel, Facebook channel, TikTok pages, Instagram page. Subscribe as much as possible, share as much as possible. That is very important to achieve our purpose. If you don't do that, so it's gonna be very difficult to achieve our goal and everything, because we're gonna need a lot of big money to organize the great event in the future. So I gave some details about it. So maybe in the next one I will give you more. It will depend. Goodbye. See you next.